Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine and doing very well with your family and you all are safe. Yes students, being safe is very important for you and for your family. So with that note, I, your English grammar teacher, is here with a new video for my students of Standard 6. And today's topic is chapter number 9, Simple Tenses of Grammar. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about tenses. Before we start the topic, I want to clear the concept, what is tenses? So, tense is a grammar term used to indicate whether a sentence or verb is an action in the past, the present or the future. So, tense is very useful term that indicates whether the sentence which is spoken is an action that happened in past or in present or it is going to happen in future. So the next thing is simple tense. So the simple tense in English is the most basic way to express action. The simple tense is a verb tense for past, present and future events. The events which happen in past, which is happening in present or is going to happen in future. So this tense is the basic way to express that kind of actions in simple sentences. So what are the three simple tense? So verbs have three simple tenses. Number one is the simple present tense. Second is the simple past tense. And the third is the simple future tense. So let's first see the simple present tense. Read these sentences, okay? You all have to read the sentences with me. So the first sentence is Swami writes reports every week. Tanu plays football daily. Ruskin Bond is a famous author. So these are the sentences. Can you all see the highlighted words? The red color words? Yes. The highlighted verbs tell us about action that happen daily as a routine or are universal fact. So let's see the definition. The definition says that the sentences that show habitual actions or state a truth or a fact are said to be in the simple present tense. So the sentences that shows the habits, habitual actions or the state of truth or a fact. So that kind of sentences are included in simple present tense. So we use the simple tense in many various situations. So what kind of situations are there? We use the simple present tense to say something that is true in the present. The fact, the truth of the present is something that we say in simple present tense. The examples are, I am 12 years old. I am studying in class 6th. These are the fact. This is truth. I am going to school. I go to school every day. So here am, go to, this shows that the sentence is something that is true in the present. Second, to express habits, repeated or regular actions. If we want to express our habits, what we like to do, which the things we repeat each and every time, the regular actions of our daily life. For example, I play football on Sundays, like every Sunday I play football. So this is a routine. This is the habit that is happening in a regular basis of weekends. He drinks tea at breakfast. So here drinks shows that is happening regularly. So the next example is she only eats fish. They watch television regularly. These were the examples of simple present tense that is used to express habits, repeated or regular action. We can also use it to express general truth. For example, the sun rises in the east. Water freezes at 0 degrees. The earth revolves around the sun. Her mother is Peruvian. So this is a general truth that everyone knows and one should know. And we can also use simple present tense to give instructions or directions. For examples, when you reach the T point, turn left. Open the package. Here, step by step, we are giving the direction, giving the instruction to the following people or a person who is asking for it. Like first, open the packet and pour the contents into hot water. Third example, you take the number 6 bus to Watney and then the number 10 to Bedford. To speak about something that will happen in future. So here we are not talking about future. We are just predicting. We are just thinking something. We are speaking something about things that will be going to happen in future. For example, the train leaves at 6 p.m. We will give it to her when she arrives. First, she is going to arrive and then we are going to give it to her. She will see you before she leaves. That she is going to meet you before she leaves wherever she is going. Now here the second topic is simple past tense. We are having the definition, that is the sentence that shows action that have been completed are said to be in the simple past tense. Very simple thing to understand. The things which had happened in past, it is completed. The work is done. Whatever the thing is which is done, completed in past, is called simple past tense. Let's read these sentences. Anuradha carried the bag. The simple present participle is carry. Now, Anuradha had carried the bag. The thing, the task is completed. So we are going to put IED instead of Y in carry. Carry का क्या हो जाएगा? Carried. That shows, the verb carried shows that the thing had happened. Rajesh packed the things cautiously. Here packed, P-A-C-K-E-D, packed verb is showing that the thing is happened in the past. She washed her car. Washed. W-A-S-H-E-D. E-D. Washed. It shows that the thing had happened. She had already washed her car. So let's again read the definition, that is the sentence that shows action that have been completed are said to be in the simple past tense. So we use the simple past tense in different ways. So in what way we are going to use the simple past tense? To talk about a completed task at a definite time in the past. Now we know, everyone knows that कि काम हो चुका है, the task is been completed, the action is completed in the past. But we are talking about the definite time in which the task is been completed. For examples, Vasco da Gama reached India. That is a simple past tense, but in 1498. So here we are showing that Vasco da Gama reached India, had arrived in India, reached India in year 1498 with a definite period of time by writing the exact year. Last year I traveled to Japan. I traveled Japan, but we are giving the proper period of time, that is last year. Last year I traveled to Japan. Shauna studied English. For how many years? For 5 years. So here we are adding the definite time period of the past in our simple past tense sentence. So Vasco da Gama reached India in 1498. Last year I traveled to Japan. Shauna studied English for 5 years. Here the period of time, that is last year, for 5 years, in 1498, this is showing that the sentence, the action, whatever thing is been happened, has happened in the past. So it can be used to talk about an indefinite time in the past. So the last point was about the definite period of time. But here simple past tense can be also used to talk about indefinite time in the past. Let's see the example. He played the guitar when he was a child. When he was a child, जब वो छोटा था, that time he played the guitar. But here we are not talking about the total period of time, like 10 years ago, when he was 5 years old, or when he was 6 years old. We are not describing a proper time, a definite time. Here we are just informing that when he was a child, जब वो बच्चा था, at that time he played guitar. She left the school. At what time is not described, but it is also said to be in simple past tense. Leave का क्या हो जाएगा? Left. We came for shopping in this market last week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday is not described. And come का क्या हो जाएगा? Came. The present participle of come will be converted into the past participle, that is came. So let's repeat the examples once again. He played the guitar when he was a child. She left the school. We came for shopping in this market last week. Now let's talk about simple future tense. So till here we have learnt about two tenses. One is simple present tense and the points in which we can use, okay? And second is simple past tense. Now let's study simple future tense. So what is simple future tense? Let's first read these sentences. The boy will appear for the interview at the head office. We will feed the poor on Sunday. So this sentence is clearly telling us that the thing is not happening, is not happened, but it is going to happen and sometime in future. I shall settle the bank loan this month. That means मैंने अभी loan settle नहीं किया है, but I am going to settle that loan this month sometime in future. And the definition is the sentence that shows actions that will happen in the future are said to be in the simple future tense. So the action that is going to happen, that will happen in the future, are said to be in the simple future tense. The boy will appear for the interview at the head office. Yani abhi aaya nahi, is going to appear. We will feed the poor on Sunday. Like abhi tak khilaya nahi hai, but we are going to feed the poor. We will be feeding them on Sunday. I shall settle the bank loan this month. So when are we going to use the simple future tense to? We use the simple future tense to predict a future event. When we are predicting a future event, that means आने वाले कल का अनुमान लगाना, to predict, the prediction. Let's see the examples. The lyricist will write a realistic song. It will rain tomorrow. We are predicting that tomorrow it is going to rain. I will have it ready by tomorrow. Now the second point is we use the simple future tense to express willingness or to express a promise. So tell me, when we promise something, what does it mean? That sometime, someday you are going to do it. Right? For example, I will do the cleaning for you. Now you are willingly promising someone that you will clean for her or for him. I will do the cleaning for you. तुम्हारे बदले सफाई मैं कर दूंगा या कर दूंगी. I will do my best to help you. मैं पूरी कोशिश करूंगा to help you. He will drive you home. That he is going to drive you, willingly going to drive you home. Now is it clear everyone about the tenses? What is tense? Tense is a grammar term used to indicate whether a sentence or verb is an action in the past, the present, or the future. And what is simple tense? The simple tense in English is the most basic way to express action. The simple tense is a verb tense for past, present and future events. The things which happened in past, which is happening in present or is going to happen in future. So what are the three simple tense, everyone? Verbs have three simple tenses. Number 1, the simple present tense, the simple past tense and the simple future tense. Okay? Now let's see and study the table to understand how to form questions in the tenses. Now we know how to answer, but we have to question, right? So let's see the table to understand how to form question in simple present tense first. For example, here in simple present tense, here is a sentence. I am 12 years old. Now you want to ask somebody like your mother. You don't know whether you are 12 years old or not. So you are asking your mama, your father or anybody who knows how old you are. So how are you going to ask? Am I 12 years old? Question mark. Listen everyone. In interrogative sentences, for example questions, question mark is very important. Okay, keep that in your mind. So here the sentence is I am 12 years old. So the sentence will be, the question will be, am I 12 years old? Easy, right? Second example, he is a good boy. So now you want to ask question whether he is good or not. So how are you going to ask? You will say, is he a good boy? He is a good boy. Is he a good boy? क्या ये अच्छा लड़का है? Third one, they are speaking the truth. They are speaking the truth. So the question will be, are they speaking the truth? She wants an ice cream. Does she want an ice cream? They listen to their teacher. Do they listen to their teacher? Pia can skate. Can Pia skate? So this is how you ask questions in simple present tense. Got it everyone? Understood? Okay, so now let's study the second table to understand how to form questions in the simple past tense. So first table was of simple present tense. Now this one is of simple past tense. And everyone knows that in present tense we use is, are. Is for singular and are for plural. And in past we use was and were. Was instead of is and were instead of are. If the sentence is of singular, we are going to use was instead of is. And if the things are plural, we are going to use were instead of are. For example, he was late. So here he is one person, singular. So we are using was. So the question will be, was he late? Question mark. They were hungry. Here they shows that there are more than one person, many people. So we are using were instead of are. So they were hungry. And the question will be, were they hungry? Question mark. Question mark is compulsory. Okay. He wanted an ice cream. The sentence shows past tense because here we are having ed. Wanted. So here the question will be, did he want? In question wanted क्या हो जाएगा? Want हो जाएगा. Present participle. Did he want an ice cream? And did shows that the question is of simple past tense. Okay. Now they ate the sandwiches. इधर eat का क्या हो गया है? Ate हो गया है. Ate is the past participle of eat. So if we want to ask question, we have to use did. Did they? अभी ate का क्या हो जाएगा? Eat हो जाएगा. Because we are using did to show the past tense, right? So did they eat the sandwiches? So this is how we form questions in the simple past tense. So okay everyone, now let's see the last table. To study the table, to understand how to form question in the simple future tense. The sentence is, I will ask him. So the question will be, will you ask him? Will be the first. Will you ask him? Second sentence. They will play in the garden. They will play in the garden. Here will plus subject plus verb and the rest of the sentence. They will play in the garden. Will they play in the garden? The teacher will check the test. The formula is will plus the subject plus verb plus whatever is there in the sentence. Will the teacher check the test? Question mark. So this was the table to understand how to form question in the simple future tense. Everyone got it? I hope you have understand the concept of simple tense, that is simple future, simple past and simple present tense. So everyone, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you have got to understand many things, and let's meet in our next video. Till then, stay home, stay safe. Bye.